A beautiful princess, and like all princesses, she lived in a castle. Her stepmother, the queen, also lived in a castle. The queen had a magic mirror. Every day she looked into the mirror and asked the same thing. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? The mirror always gave her the same answer. Oh, queen, you are the fairest of them all. But one day, the mirror had a different answer. Snow White is the fairest in the land, it said. The proud queen became very angry. She wanted to be the most beautiful lady in the land. The queen sent Snow White away. Snow White ran to the woods. She came upon a small house. Snow White tapped at the door. "Is anyone home?" she called. She pushed the door open. Snow White went into the house. She saw a table and 7 little chairs. There were also 7 little bowls. "My goodness," she said, 7 little children must live here. I wonder where they are." She then went upstairs to the bedroom. There she found 7 little wooden beds. Snow White lay down and soon fell fast asleep. Not far away, 7 little men were climbing out of a cave. They had been working there all day digging diamonds. Now it was time to go home. As they walked through the woods, they sang, "Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's home from work we go." The 7 dwarfs walked up to the house where Snow White was. Doc stopped everyone. "There's a light in our house. Somebody must be here." One by one, the dwarfs tiptoed up the stairs. Perhaps somebody was hiding up there. They pushed against the door. Suddenly it opened, and the dwarfs fell into the bedroom. The noise woke up Snow White. She sat up, her eyes wide open. "Oh my," said Snow White, "you are not children, you are little men." "That is right," said Doc. "But who are you?" "I am Snow White," said the princess. "I'm Doc," said the dwarf. He was the leader. "I'm Happy," said the little man with the big smile. "And my name is Grumpy," said the one with the grouchy face. "I'm Bashful," said the 4th dwarf. He did not look at Snow White. He was twisting his hair. "I'm Sneezy," said the next one between sneezes. "My name is Sleepy," said the 6th dwarf. "And that over there is Dopey," he added. He never says anything. That night, the dwarfs sat in a circle around Snow White. The princess told the little man about the wicked queen who wanted to kill her. "Oh, Snow White," Doc said, "you must stay here and live with us. We will hide you from the queen." The next morning, the dwarfs went off to work. Snow White waved goodbye to them. "Don't let anyone in," Doc said. "The queen may be looking for you." But the queen was not looking for Snow White. She was looking into her magic mirror. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, now who is the fairest one of all?" she asked. The mirror answered, "In the house of the 7 dwarfs, Snow White lives. She is the fairest one of all." "Snow White still lives," cried the angry queen. "We'll see about that." She rushed down the steep and winding stairs to a secret room under the castle. In that dark place, the queen grabbed a dusty bottle from the shelf. She took a drink from the old bottle. Poof! She turned into an ugly witch. Next, the old witch dipped an apple into a magic brew. "One taste of this," she said, and Snow White's eyes were closed forever. The witch took the magic apple to the house of the 7 dwarfs. There she found Snow White with her animal friends. "All alone, my pet?" said the wicked witch. "Here, take one of my lovely apples." "Thank you," said Snow White, and she took a bite. Suddenly she fell to the ground. Her eyes were closed as if in a deep sleep. "Ha!" cried the wicked witch. "My spell has worked. Snow White sleeps." The little animals ran to the cave to the 7 dwarfs. "Something is wrong," said Dot. "Snow White must be in trouble," said Happy. The 7 dwarfs raced to help the princess. The wicked witch saw the dwarfs coming. She began to run. She ran so fast she didn't look where she was going and fell off a cliff. The dwarfs found Snow White in a deep sleep. "Wake up," said Dot, tugging at her hand. "Wake up, please wake up," cried the others. No matter what they did, they could not wake the princess. The dwarfs made a beautiful golden bed. They put Snow White on it. Day after day, they watched over her. Day after day, they placed flowers on her. And still, the princess slept. Time passed. Then one day, a prince came riding his horse into the woods. He had heard of the princess who lay sleeping there on her golden bed. The handsome prince found the sleeping princess. He saw that she was more beautiful than the flowers around her bed. He bent down and he kissed her hand. Snow White opened her eyes. At last, the wicked spell was broken. She sat up smiling at the handsome prince. How the dwarfs cheered and laughed. They danced and sang. The prince put Snow White on his horse and carried her off to his castle. There they were married and lived happily ever after.
Thank you.